Cute, sexy, and fun. You're watching CSF Nation's own WMK TV, Channel 90.
Good morning, CSF Nation. Just a friendly reminder, if you're enjoying this program, please smack that like button and make it jiggle, and smack the subscribe button and make it jiggle. Thank you so much, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the show. Ciao!
All right, here we go. We are live. All right. Good morning, CSF Nation. I am Makini, your servant illustrator. Welcome you to Makini in the morning for the first Monday in November. We are getting close to the end of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you guys had a great Halloween weekend, by the way. Hope you guys had a great time to celebrate. Before we get started, I do want to say thank you to everybody who showed up on last night's special Makini Live with my real life friend Julie. That was a really great moment, and I want to just personally say thank you to everybody who showed up last night. That was incredibly supportive. We need to definitely have Julie back on in the future. So, where do we begin? So, just to start here, we got I'm not going to be drawing this time. Instead, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be setting everything, getting the batches, running all the batches and everything together, or just getting the batches ready in the background as we go through some of the topics today. Now, I have one topic I really want to get into, and I would have reserved this for peak gaming, but this deals with censorship, and considering my stance on censorship and considering how much censorship I have been covering specifically on Makini in the morning, I feel like this is very important, and I think this developer needs all of the support they can get because they are not bending the knee to this one. So if you guys can do me a favor, smack that like button, make it jiggle, smack the subscribe button, make it jiggle. Later on I will add links to all of the the necessary I'll put links to the necessary Steam or not Steam page, because they don't have a Steam store page because of all this mess, but I will give you the socials to the developers and the Kickstarter if you guys want to give them some further support. So speaking of which, let's go ahead and get right into this. Power, good morning to you. And he has dropped a link, and I'm thinking might be what it's okay. So we got some stuff. Gucci marks. Okay. Okay. So let's get right into it. Power, thank you so much for being here. I know more people will start trickling in here. So let's go and get into the dual screen setup with all of the processing shit that's been going on here. Okay. So we got a video to go over, plus we have a not only do we have a video to go over, but we also have we also have all these articles to go over. But essentially, Steam has been the place. Has been definitely the place for indie titles. Steam has definitely been the place for independent, for indie developers to really shine and find their audience and really become absolute successes. And there's so many indie games on Steam that, you know, it's too much to count. In fact, I would argue that a lot of the games that I'm looking forward to in the coming year are indie titles. There are plenty of indie titles in my Steam wish list, so very much looking forward to. This one, I might have to add this one to the wish list because of, well, that is if they can get it on Steam page in the first place. So, the studio is called Aftermath Z Game. This is their Twitter. Red Pine Lake is their game. It's essentially an asymmetrical, or so say, I think it's, yeah, I don't think it's asymmetrical, but it is an action, I think it's an asymmetrical action horror, similar to the vein of Friday the 13th, the game, where it takes place in the 1980s. You have to get away from this entity is basically going out and killing everybody, and the moment you're killed, you become a zombie and you infect the other players. So it's just kind of in that same vein of like a Friday the 13th or those type of games, or even the upcoming the upcoming Halloween game as well, which is pretty much the same thing. So it's all good. And it's all good here, and there's definitely some people are looking forward to this. However, they have been hit with a dilemma, an actual rather large dilemma. So, recently, and this happened just about a couple of days ago, last week, this started getting attention on Twitter with 2.8k likes, 554,000 views on this one. But let me read the announcement. The image The image is the reason our Steam page has not been approved. Apparently, after all this, their Steam page has not been approved to go live. And it's because of this right here. The image is the reason that our Steam store page has not been approved. This image is now classed as too mature according to Steam, so now we cannot have the page ready in time for the event, and we would need to censor our marketing, screenshots, etc. This is what censorship is coming to in the games industry, and we have to ask now, is it worth for them to move the goalposts down the line? We could have it all remade and hope they accept it, but where will it stop? Where we would need to redo the networking too if we move platform, but you really want a censored game? We don't. Anyone know of our platforms? Recommend publishers that can handle the mature content. Let us know. We are sorry about this. We worked hard to get something ready that we can't even share, but we do have one thing is that it is playable and we will announce it for Halloween. So essentially, their Steam store page has not been approved, all because of this image. All because of this image. Because apparently butts are problematic, according to Steam. Despite the fact that there are numerous amount of adult games on Steam, especially ones that end up showing up on the front page. I actually posted one of the memes on in the community tab earlier this morning. But this is problematic. Apparently a butt is problematic. Apparently a swimsuit is problematic to have on the front page. Steam are hypocrites. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Steam are hypocrites, and I appreciate Aftermath for bringing up the whole censorship issue. And they're basically not backing down because they know, where does this stop? This is a slippery slope, and this is a blatant hypocrisy on Steam's part. You allow like Fuda games on your freaking you have so many adult games, even so many shovelware adult games on your platform. Yet this image right here is problematic. This image right here is you can't get your Steam store page because of a butt. So women's butts are apparently now an issue here. This continues on. We would like to make this game free from censorship and restrictions. We are willing to put in the work, but we need help. This is your call as much as we can. Our support is any appreciation. And this is their Kickstarter. I'm going to leave a link to their Kickstarter for this just for now until they can get everything they can get everything sorted out. And we do have a video from Vera Dark covering this issue. Now, it goes even further, because this situation actually goes even further, because they actually got a response from Steam. And it is such an idiotic, like, double standard response here. But before we do that, I'm gonna share this tweet. We've been asked about this option, and we should have shared it earlier. We're leaving the decision to you, the community. We don't have enough funding to remake the networking. We already needed more just to finish the game. The playtest was designed to launch on our Kickstarter, which is sadly isn't possible now. So if you want the uncensored game with our true vision of a restricted shadow, we'll do it. With your help, we'll move platforms if needed and rebuild the foundations from scratch. We just want to deliver a true, mature horror experience free from censorship, paywalls, and restrictions. This is your call. Ready to fight. Who's in? And this is to their Kickstarter campaign. People are suggesting sites like GOG, other sites like that would I wouldn't reside itch.io, because they have been censoring games of late, and they won't allow games of that you could think, and you could definitely think Collective Shout for that. But this is one of those. But this is definitely a situation where they're basically put between a rock and a hard place, and they're not willing to kowtow to censorship. They're not willing to change the image. They're not willing to make that change to get there on their Steam store page because of the principle of the matter. Honestly, I do see this as standing your ground. I do see this as sticking to your principles. Move platforms, people will follow, and there's already been shown that a lot of people are going to move their platforms, move over to different platforms as long as, no matter what. And a lot of people, such as Pirate Nation, Vera Dark, which we'll get to her video in just a little bit, have shown that, yeah, they're going to sound off about this. Steam keeps censoring games. In this game was banned. Red Pine Lake was banned because of their cover. You can barely see the type, but the butt has a dark contrast. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And like we said before, this game, there are so many adult games that are more raunchy, more degenerate than this is. So I don't understand. This looks tame by comparison. This looks absolutely tame by comparison. Why would they not go put this on the Steam storefront page? Which is absolutely ridiculous. By the way, I just posted the Kickstarter if you guys want to show your support over there. And I'll leave a link to also their I'm gonna leave a link to their Twitter handle as well, because they're getting a lot of support on this one. And you know what? I'm gonna follow them just so I can keep up close with them. But this is gone way beyond point, because they also brought this up. Yeah. They brought this up, and this is what I showed on Steam, what I showed in the community tab earlier before we went live. This is not okay, but games where sex with the evil Charlie Chapman and femboy Fuda House is totally fine. This just highlights Steam's hypocrisy. Yeah, we're coming out of the gate swinging this morning. Yeah, it's Monday, but we're coming out of the gate swinging this morning. It is absolutely an idiotic statement. So let's continue. Steam responded Steam responded, "There's something strange in their response. Feels like something else is happening here, but we don't want to go posting yet until we looked into it. We assume because we are a small studio, they don't anticipate much backlash. Be ashamed to disappoint them." And yeah, it's important to sound this shit off. It is very much important to sound this shit off. And yeah, they're getting a whole huge amount of support, and it's a very encouraging support. So this was their response here. This is the message from the Steam team on October 30th. This is just before. This is just before Halloween. "If you look long enough, I'm sure you'll find plenty of other partners who are breaking our rules and guidelines, focusing on the topic of the image of a woman's ass is indeed sexual in nature, regardless of what she is wearing. Your graphical assets can be viewed by anyone on this platform and should be appropriate for the store. Cheers." So it's only a woman's behind that is not allowed. Like, are you serious? So not only is Mav Savvy's already looking into this, Chibi Reviews also posted a video about this. Kyle, you see a lot of people talk about this, but yeah, this is appropriate for the store, right? This is totally appropriate, right? Okay, I mean, this is totally appropriate, right? So it's not, but it's not showing a woman's ass, so it's not sexual according to Steam. That's basically what it comes down to. That basically just what it comes down to. Oh, it gets better. It's good. It's better. I definitely agree. This BSL Steve's handling this, so you can show women in bikinis. But this is fine. It's totally fine, right? It's incredibly biased. It's incredibly it's beyond hypocritical. This isn't a biased thing. It is beyond hypocritical, though. Like, blatantly hypocritical. There's a whole lot of ass art on Steam. Yet this is not. Yet these are okay, right? Like, everybody's posting examples of just how blatantly hypocritical they are. Really, Steam, say goodbye to The Last of Us, Nier, Stellar Blade, pretty much every third person female main character action game at this point. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. So it goes even further because they've gotten a lot of support. Okay, we fixed it. Think Steam will prove that. Nice troll post. It was before Censorship, and now it's on Steam. So not only has this happened to them, but this has also happened to another developer as well, which they had to censor their shots just to get on the Steam page, apparently. Like I said, normally I would save this for peak gaming, but this is censorship. This is just such blatantly hypocritical. And the developers themselves are not bending the knee. And they also put it this way, because they posted this meme, and this meme is incredibly true. This meme is incredibly true. Like, even Snowbreak, I played the shit out of Snowbreak. And they show a lot of good material on their Steam store page. But this is a problem. But a but is a problem. For context, we have nothing against these games. We're simply highlighting Steam's hypocrisy. According to Steam themselves, the adult-only 18+ filter still should not have sexual imagery in their capsule or library art. So this example highlights the rules that are broken, and ours is not permitted despite being tagged as a mature game and not having any sexual imagery. At least certain is not as sexual as the example shown. We are against censorship, so we are not saying they should not be allowed. We're literally saying that others should be allowed too. Exactly. If your Steam has marked as adult-only frequent nudity or sexual content, it's okay to have sexual imagery in your screenshots and trailer, but not in the capsule or library art. For more information, yeah, it's blatant hypocritical. It is blatantly hypocritical. Yeah, this whole shit is ridiculous. This whole shit is absolutely ridiculous. It is so absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, they are posting receipts, they're posting screenshots and everything, but the end result here is that the question is where does this stop? The question is where does this end? Because this is showing the blatant hypocrisy of Steam, where they'll allow other games with even more sexual content than this is, but this won't go on the Steam page. This won't be worn on a Steam page because of a butt. And even as Power pointed out, I could barely see her back due to how dark the image is. Like, it doesn't, like, it's absolutely ridiculous, man. And it's just kind of the whole ongoing thing debate, and I think this just brings the whole thing back when it comes to, like, gore and violence are okay, but the female form, in any way, shape, or form, by that matter, is problematic. Sexual content is problematic. Sexual content is bannable. But blood and gore are totally fine, right? Because that's basically what this industry has basically become at this point. I have sounded off about this kind of shit many, many times, especially throughout last year. Like, I can't tell you guys how somehow I was right. Somehow I was, I saw this shit coming like 10 years ago. I had a feeling this was going to happen 10 years ago, and now we're seeing it come to pass. And it started with the whole thing with Collective Shout. It started the whole thing with, Stellar. It started the whole thing with the whole Stellar Blade controversy with back last year. All of that shit. I'm against censorship regardless. And this is a blatant hypocrisy. You're not being fair to these developers, but you'll be totally fair to have something like a foot of femboy simulator on Steam, having sex with, the bad guy from WWE 2 on Steam. Like, yes, this needs to be called out. This needs to be addressed. There are more people need to speak up about this, because this is ridiculous. You're not being fair to your policies. It's just like Twitch. Steam is not being fair. You're not applying those rules fairly. When clearly there's more degenerate adult games on the platform, this is tame by comparison. So why was this image, why is this thumbnail not allowed to have on a Steam store page? But don't take my word for it. You know what? Don't take my word for it. Let's have a woman actually bring this up too. This is from Vera Dark. I'm gonna put a link to Vera Dark's video in the description, because this is retarded. This is blatantly retarded.
We have unfortunately seen a lot of instances of censorship within the video game industry. The AAA developers and publishers can put out whatever type of content they want, but when it comes time for indie developers to have a little bit of creative freedom, no, the Valves and Sony say that retarded content is pushing the limits. And unfortunately now we are seeing this happening yet again with Steam, because apparently women's bodies are inappropriate. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, it is heartbreaking to see situations like this where creatives are told you're not allowed to make the content you want, and there are some developers out there who are told by, let's say, for example, Steam, oh no, this content can't go on our platform, and they will censor it. Now, luckily, there are a lot of devs out there who will stand their ground and say, okay, I'll put it somewhere else and I'll release this content somewhere else, but I do understand how hard it is to be an independent developer nowadays, and this situation perfectly summarizes that, because apparently now women's bodies are pushing the limits. So Aftermath, Red Pine Lake, is a game that is going to be coming out. I hadn't heard of it before, but it is an 80s slasher style asymmetrical survival horror where if the killer gets you, you don't stay dead. You come back as an undead minion. They do have a Kickstarter page, they do have their own personal social medias, and I will link them all down below, but I hadn't heard of this before. It looks really cool, looks really interesting.
Yep.
It says face a relentless slasher in a blood-soaked 1980s summer camp. Hunters survive in this asymmetrical multiplayer thriller. Really cool, but unfortunately now, if you want to support this game, it's going to be that much harder because apparently it is too inappropriate because of women. So a couple of days ago, they had posted an announcement. This image is the reason our Steam page has not been approved. This image is now classed as too mature according to Steam, so now we cannot have the page ready in time for the event and would need to censor our marketing, screenshots, etc. This is what censorship is coming to in the games industry, and we have to ask now, is it worth it for them to move the goalposts down the line? We could have it all remade and hope they accept it, but where will it stop? We would need to redo the networking too if we move platform. But do you really want a censored game? We don't. Anyone know of a platform they recommend or publishers that can handle mature content? Let us know. And yeah, all because of a woman's body, a singular butt was pushing the limits, which is insane because on Steam, for example, you have hentai content. And I think that all mature themes are basically okay as long as they are marked as mature and they are not, breaking any laws, obviously. But when it comes time for an independent dev to want to release their content that happens to feature attractive women, that is where Valve says, you know what, suddenly we can't allow this content. And I know that over the past couple of months, we've been talking a lot about Visa and MasterCard really telling them, we are going to blacklist you and we are going to rip away your options from you if you do not comply with our guidelines, which are basically you can't have any adult content. And I know that it is hard at this point to judge whether or not this is because of Steam, if this is because of payment processors, but keep in mind, years before the payment processor situation really blew up, they were censoring content on their platform. It wasn't like this just wasn't a problem before then. I mean, this is a situation I've talked about many, many times. Full Metal Demon Muramasa streamer-friendly version denied on Steam, but it's actually available on GOG.
Pretty much.
It is considered by many a pinnacle of the visual novel genre. It dives into challenging and uncomfortable themes of war, sexual violence, racism, oppression, terrorism, and other atrocities for the sake of artful storytelling. Steam has never had a policy against bad things happening in video games. In fact, Muramasa is unequivocal in its condemnation of these elements. Out of the darkness of its story emerges a statement on what it means to be a hero, to be human, to be family, to be friends, and in many ways, what it means to be. Our case is unfortunately not unique to the industry. An increasing number of visual novel games are getting unjustly banned from Steam with no recourse. This creates an
we just had an anime visual novel. We just had another anime visual novel get banned off of the platform, like just last week. By the way, I remember covering that, and that was just ridiculous as well.
Where publishers don't release games like Muramasa because the risk is too high, with Steam's heavy-handed hold on the PC market stifling the medium and forcing publishers to adopt self-censorship to survive. And this is so sad. And over the years, I've made thousands of videos on censorship and hundreds alone on Steam, and it has been especially bad for Japanese developers and publishers, but that doesn't mean that Western developers haven't faced a problem, and basically any type of content can be targeted. It's not even just extremely graphic content and violence and gore and massive sex scenes, and this is what happens when you do not have clear and consistent guidelines for employees. One day, an employee can say, oh, tentacles and hentai, that's okay content to have on the platform. And the next day, an employee might say, oh, this is not okay, and we can't allow this at all whatsoever. And they need better guidelines. And I know that a lot of people are going to say, maybe this is because of payment processors. And sure, it could be.
We could argue that.
Have any sort of confirmation on that being the case, and I'm worried that Valve might even use that as an excuse now to remove more content. But Aftermath, Red Pine Lake had posted over on their X today a message from the Steam team. If you look long enough, I'm sure you'll find plenty of other partners who are breaking our rules and guidelines, focusing the topic of the image on a woman's behind is indeed sexual in nature, regardless of what she's wearing. Your graphical assets can be viewed by everyone on the platform and should be appropriate for the store. So now, apparently, a butt is way too graphic, way too visual, even though there are plenty of games that highlight women in bikinis, and those don't have an issue. Savvy had said, it sure didn't take long to go from think of the kids to women are just sexual. Think, well, might as not add any women in my game sounds ridiculous, but they are a business and they do want to make money. It's a risk assessment. We'll try to speed things up in developing a censorship-resistant and permissionless store/launcher. I mean, as a woman myself, I don't just think a woman's butt is instantly seen as a sexual object. I think it's pretty weird if you do actually. And I know I had made a post on this topic, and I said, so now women's butts are simply too graphic. Next is it going to be ankles, shoulders, wrists?
Yeah, exactly.
I always say censorship is a slippery slope. We've now gotten to the point where a woman's body is more offensive than the games with gore and violence, which it's just so sad to see this happening time and time and time and time again. This has to be the intention from the get-go, since it's actual Puritans driving this phenomenon like Collective Shout. They want all 18-plus games gone, even the mainstream ones. We already told this to everyone who cheered the removal of the niche fetish games in the first censorship batch. This is where they want us to go? Yeah, probably. Oh no, I saw her ankles! Funny you should say that. My grandpa, rest his soul, once told me ankles back in the old days were the thighs of today.
Exactly.
This isn't even graphic. The game looks fun. Crazy Steam is going this direction when they have straight up porn games on the platform, and it's not consistent the way that they run their platform, and I wish that it was. I wish that it was easier for developers to know what sort of content is acceptable, what sort of content is bannable, and now if you make something, you just have to wonder, am I even going to be able to publish this game on the largest PC storefront in the world? So I do hope that Steam backtracks. I do hope that they clarify. I, of course, every single time I talk about Steam censorship, say I hope they come up with clearer and more consistent guidelines for developers, but it seems that's too tough for them to do. So I will link this game's pages down below in case you do want to go and support them and follow their journey. But for now, that's all that I really had to discuss in this video.
Yeah. And like what we showed earlier, it's not just them. It's other developers have also been hit with the same issue. And I don't know how much more I'm going to keep talking about this. I don't know how much more I'm going to keep bringing this up, because this keeps happening. Because this is an underlying issue in regards to censorship. In regards to, yes, Steam can use the payment processors as a scapegoat, but this is on them. You're just showing your blatant hypocrisy at this point. Like, you can't deny that at this point. You just can't. So that was very dark. And my, is my kind of like my statement in regards to that. You just support whatever they can. And to the developers, by the way, you definitely got my support. You definitely got this channel's support as well. They're already putting signups. They're already asking people to asking for signups to playtest their beta, playtest their demo, and I've already signed up for it, by the way. So I'm gonna leave. If there's something you guys would like to be interested in, you guys want to support these developers, I'm going to put a link to their playtest. Let me find their link to their playtest, because I just recently commented on it. Where is it? 1 second, guys. 1 second. 1 second, because I just replied that I would like to join their playtest out of support. Okay, here we go. So, if you guys, I'm going to put a link to their tweet. If you guys would like to sign up to do a playtest, I would just out of sheer support. If I could, I would stream it. Honestly, I would totally stream it as well. But this shit is ridiculous. In the discussion, this is ridiculous. But we're gonna end that on that. But we'll just end it there. So, yeah. I figured I wanted to start off. Just start off really focusing on that, because with everything that's been going on as of late, with everything that's been going on, especially within the games industry, especially within all these controversies, it seems that we kind of like forgot about. It seems that a lot of people did forget about, the whole thing with these payment processors, or most people did forget about this whole situation with the payment processors, the situation we saw with Roblox, just all this stuff is going on in the video game industry, and I just get a sense that, like, it's going to bottom out at some point. Like, this whole show is going to bottom out at some point. We'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. And like I said, props to the developers for wanting to stay vigilant about this, wanting to stay vigilant about this, wanting to not willing to bend the knee, even if it meant to have to change their thumbnail just to get approved on the Steam store page. When you look at screenshots and everything, this is tame by comparison. This is very, very tame. But you know what? As tired as it may be talking about it, it is important to talk about, because censorship is happening all over the place. Censorship is happening, unfortunately, it's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere, and stuff is getting suppressed left and right. It's not just sexual content, it's speech in general. You see the shit with the UK Online Safety Act. You see you see other places, like even here with like Texas, California, applying online safety acts here in the States. Having online digital IDs. Like, the whole thing is ridiculous. Like the whole thing is absolutely ridiculous, and it's important to talk about it. And it's important to bring this up to light, because a lot of this is going to be taken away in just a snap. This isn't the same internet anymore. This is the same, like, Wild West internet that, a lot of us grew up on, especially that I grew up on a long time ago. This isn't the same internet, and this is going to cause a bit more of a stir as time goes on. So I think it's important that, for this developer and for other developers who are in that situation to continue sounding off, because unfortunately, these payment processes, as much as you can't blame these payment processes on this situation, payment processors like Visa and MasterCard and like PayPal, they do have that much power. They do have that much control and influence over what we can or what we can or cannot buy, basically. Some people's livelihoods are dependent on these payment processors as well. So the censorship is really an issue. Very heavy issue. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, is I'm just adding the necessary stuff for each batch. This should be term 8, if I'm correct. Move this over. Perfect. This should all be term 8. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be adding, and now I do want to, to move on, I do want to, I know I saw the video that Power just sent me earlier. Do you guys want to get into it? You guys want to get into kind of catch up with the whole Hassan drama lately? Because I think I've kept y'all I've kept y'all away from that a little bit lately, but I think one thing that I do want to go over, and I want to check to see if there is some updates to this situation. Okay, so do you remember when we covered the Nina Lynn situation last week? Remember we covered the Nina Lynn situation last week and how how she got a second Twitch, how she got banned only for an entire day. Her and Zoe Spencer got banned for an entire day. Well, then I made a community post last week about DSG Toast coming out and saying how he was also essayed on stream, and how Twitch just kind of allows it, and which prompted Nina Lim to get a second ban. Well, here's an update. This is coming from Yeet on Twitter. So, Nina Lynn drops a statement after her second Twitch ban. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, I do want to shout out to Sean and Dan over at React and Draw for covering this situation. Big ups to you, bros. I was going to cover this today. Actually, we were going to cover this yesterday, but because I wanted to, because Julie came on, we wanted to dedicate that show just for her. I got a lot to say on this. So, Nina Lynn drops a statement after her second Twitch ban. Says she's sorry that some things were misunderstood and that she apologized profusely and said to Saeed and Toast. Quote, "My actions and words are inexcusable and I am no way defending them. The comments I made about the situation with Saeed were completely misunderstood by the public. It is never embarrassing to be harmed or speak out, intended on expressing that it is incredibly inconsiderate to bring up a friend's trauma in a joking manner and to weaponize it against someone on a huge platform. In regards to Toast, I was also out of line, although I did not move the message a massage therapist out of the way like he described, and I had asked for permission to Toast before I laid down. Still, I shouldn't have been so comfortable. I am deeply sorry." And in fact, she goes into a major tweet thread. So, yeah, this definitely seems legitimate. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and read this. We're going to go ahead and read this whole thing over. So, and I assume it's probably from a different account or probably from socials, except. I want to start off by saying my actions and words are inexcusable and I am no way defending them. I am not deflecting from my wrongdoings, but I will speak on my truth. Yeah, I think that's a red flag when you use the term "my truth." Isn't that right, iDubbbz? As there has been many clips circulating and spreading false and skewed narratives. I wanted to take some time and compose myself before releasing my apology. First and foremost, the comments I made about the situation with Saeed were completely misunderstood by the public, and I regret not choosing my words carefully. It is never embarrassing to be harmed or speak about it ever. What I intended on expressing is that it is incredibly inconsiderate to bring up a friend's trauma in a joking manner and weaponize it against someone else on a huge platform, that is. I could re-traumatize the person harmed, as that is the only opinion that matters in this situation. I should have chosen my words wisely and spoken with more empathy instead of rushing my way through it and accidentally implicating things that I don't truly believe. I am deeply sorry for the way that I addressed the situation, and it was never my intent to make matters worse. Prior to this situation escalating, as soon as I was notified he was deeply hurt and wanted to reach out to me, I was able to message Saeed several times and apologize for my actions. It is excusable to have let it get to that point where he felt uncomfortable and harmed. Now, to kind of add on to this point, that she was doing this to Saeed like more than once, if I'm correct. Even Saeed probably mentioned that this is probably his third time that he's been essayed in his lifetime and such like that. So that's just kind of like instigating that more. And especially when he has been dealing with this situation that you should have stopped. Like, you really should have stopped and thought this was a good idea. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna hold any sympathy for this. I'm not gonna hold any empathy for this. So let's continue. That was never my intent. It was completely my fault for not stopping the segment and reading the room better. As far as I convinced by others that were close to him, implicated that it was a joke. I joined, in which I was wrong. Will make no excuses for my lack of awareness in my actions. In regards to disguised toast at the streamer games, I was also out of line. Although I did not move the massage therapist out of the way, like what he described, and I asked for permission from Toast before I had laid down. I still shouldn't have been so comfortable with him because he never met prior to the streamer games. I let the focus on the content creating blind me and went trying to get a clip. It was at the expense of someone's comfort that I deeply regret it. I have reached out to Toast as well and deeply apologized for my personal actions. My intentions were never to harm Toast or catch him off guard, and for that I am deeply sorry. I had a few things to think about how I could have been approaching streaming and my actions affecting negatively on people around me. I never want to be that case. I'm incredibly sorry for all the harm that I've caused, and I want to strive to not only be a better streamer, but a better person overall. I have received backlash online, and I will take it all in stride. I have never let the hateful comments stop me from pursuing my passion for streaming and being with my incredible community and the team, and I have built, which I have been truly amazing throughout this entire whole situation. Whether the comments are coming from other creators, from friends or viewers, I will strive to do better, learn and grow, as that is my best and only option. I am aware that no matter what I say or do, that there will be people that will use it against me, but I know myself that I never had malicious intent. I will work even harder and have in the past, although it may not be ever perfect, but I will be the best version of myself possible. That is the end of her article, or the end of her apology letter. Yeah. Somebody point this out. I asked permission for Toast before he laid down. Did Toast say okay grabbing him in a way that he didn't want? Assume they wouldn't do weird shit? Like, why are you blaming him? So you're victim blaming in the next in like the following line. Like, I'm sorry, this apology feels hollow. It just, it's a lot of words there, but it doesn't feel, I think she's more sorry she got caught in 4K. I think she's more sorry about the fact that her shit, the fact that the shit she was doing has gotten this much negative attention. It's only crazy how hindsight start hitting these people when you start affecting their bottom line. She's sorry she got banned. I'm sorry. This is hollow. This apology feels very hollow. Don't worry, she gained empathy. Yeah, she gained empathy and learned to speak her truth. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. The only way I can even have your apology be actually sincere is if you got permabanned. I'm just gonna come out and say it because it is absolutely ridiculous on Twitch's behalf to just ban you for a day. When you were caught in 4K multiple times essaying male streamers. This looks bad on Twitch's behalf. This looks bad on Twitch's behalf. And then we bring this here. Now, some people brought the comment up. Some people were speculating. Some people found it sus about Nina's appearance. And Yeah. Huh. Well, she's not transgender video. Yeah. So yeah, that's. I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that. That's a topic for another day. But you went on a stream with Pokimane. You went on a stream with Pokimane earlier, and you talked about what kind of guy you're looking for, and you're looking for a guy who's basically a slave to you. And that clearly came off as legitimate. Basically, somebody who is that submissive, who is that much of a slave to you, basically. And then it doesn't help on the fact that you were caught in 4K, exposing on how you beat up your brother growing up. So much so that they had to call Child Protective Services and you had to flee to Hong Kong for it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't have sympathy. I just can't. I don't even have empathy for this. It's just apathy at this point. It's just apathy. It's just not towards her, towards Twitch in general. So no, you can take your apology. You can take your written apology. You can shove it right where the sun don't shine. Because yes, you need to be permabanned. Because if this was anybody else, granted, if this was anybody else, if this was anybody else, if the roles were reversed, you would not only be permabanned, but you would be a registered sex offender. The issue is how it's okay, how the blatant double standard. That's the problem. You got me raising my voice up at 7 in the morning about this shit. Sex is only for breed purposes. Your wallet is her wallet. Exactly her words. And Pokemon's a freaking snake in the grass. Because how can you go on one instance saying having a tweet says believe victims, and then you go on stream with an actual sexual abuser? Location must be on. This no, I'm sorry. I'm not giving any leeway to this. My stance is clear. Because if Twitch is going to allow this, then if Twitch is going to allow this. Because this gets swept under the rug. Because she's getting a slap on the wrist, basically. So no, fuck off. You can proudly fuck off. And so is Twitch as well. Whew. Yeah, so this just happened. She reached out to Saeed, Face Silky assistant to apologize. I'm sorry, that apology is hollow. She doesn't care. She's only apologizing because she got caught. She's only apologizing because she got banned. She's only apologizing because she got hit. It affected her bottom line. I'm a little furious about. I've been wanting to talk about this yesterday. I really wanted to bring this up yesterday, but because we had Julie on, and I wanted to make that stream special just for her. But you know what? I'm here now, and so I got something to say. Shout out to Sean and Dan for covering this last week. This is fucking ridiculous. This shit is ridiculous. We all know she's not sincere. Yeah, we all know she's not sincere. Don't trust this 304. Me when I want to clip. The main victim is Saeed. Don't erase him because he won't bring you views. Chasing clips more creators than terms of service ever will. People will always realize after the ban hits. SA is not fine. SA is not fine on either side. And yes, the punishment should be equal for both. And there are even more clips of surfacing too. You dumbass. There are more clips surfacing too, and it's just fucking crazy. So, but this is what Twitch should allow, basically. Oh, I gotta listen. Oh, this is funny. I got this. This is from female Hassan Piker, Valkyrie.
I can't believe that Nina is unbanned. Toast tweeted a video of Nina pretty much at the streamer games sexually assaulting him and massaging his ass at a massage table. And he said that he was uncomfortable the whole time. And he didn't even know her. It just... Yeah, toast. Thank you, Liz, for the prime. Thank you. No excuses for that. I just don't think she should have been unbanned.
No, there's no excuse.
That she was unbanned a day later after the Saeed situation.
It's just funny, man. It's just funny. Valkyrie's already gotten her own plenty of shit for the shit. But Valkyrie's getting into a lot of shit lately too. So, yeah. Sorry about that, everybody. I had that pent up for a bit. I had that pent up for a bit. You got dumbass to try and act that she needs to get friend. Need to get unbanned. Like, no, fuck off. I'm sorry. This ban needs to be permanent. It's my statement because Twitch is clearly allowing essaying. In fact, as Asmongold best put it, just make a separate category just for it. Just make a separate category just for this shit. So, whew, I had to let that shit out because it's like, oh, that's probably not his main channel. Was it on his main channel? Oh, this was not on his main channel. Okay, this was on his clips channel. Sorry about that. This is on his clips channel. Yeah. Yeah. So we got that, and you know what? And let me see if I can find it. Yeah. So yeah, Pokemon got fucked up. So yeah, this is funny. I love.
She got banned again. Finally banned again.
First thing, context, because this is a real clown show.
She's holding
It is a
this
clown
guy
show.
down and real weird, like sexual assault. The person who was the victim right here says thank you.
This guy's literally saved me. I'm not even joking.
That's embarrassing for another guy. Why is he a bitch? Stop being a crybaby. You a pussy.
Any length of time that she's banned for, that is not a permanent ban.
Nope, she was just unbanned after less than 2 days, and now people have found out she was streaming with Pokimane earlier this month.
My type is the obeying type. I need obeying. Shut up when you need to.
Popular streamer Disguised Toast also came out accusing the person of SA.
Definitely should have said something in the moment and regret not doing so. Honestly, a little ashamed of myself for not speaking up because I just know that if I ever spoke about it again in the future, people will say, well, you should have stopped it then. No, this bitch is crazy. Like, I can't believe that Twitch didn't just, like, instant perma her.
And after Disguised Toast came out with his statement, Pokimane also posted something.
I've gotten a lot of comments asking me to speak on recent news, and I didn't tweet sooner because I felt like I should focus on the victims and the allegations, but it also feels wrong not saying anything. Sexual assault and harassment should be taken seriously regardless of the gender or the perpetrator of the victim. There's already so much shame associated with speaking out against these experiences, when in reality, a shame should lie with the abuser. If I'm ever slow to comment on things like this, it's because these situations bring up a lot of emotions from my past traumas, which I don't know if I'll share publicly. I hope this makes my stance clear.
And now we are back to present day, shortly after Pokemon's and Toast's statement.
This means that the first time wasn't enough. As I said, sexual assault on an editor is okay, but when it happens to a streamer, now she gets banned again. This company has no principles and no guiding North Star of decision making. All they do is respond to vibes and clips on social media. Like, I can't even believe what's going on here. If she's back in another couple of days, watch a video while I'm moving Twitch, so people think it's another 24-hour ban.
Oh yeah.
That would be crazy. This is a temporary ban. Man, basically now they've confirmed that they know that they have a person who has a repeated pattern. Like, at that point, like, you know that this is an issue. Yeah, they were gonna ban the guy that went over and tried to kiss Amy for 30 days. They weren't even gonna perm ban him. I mean, really, at this point, maybe they should just make a category on Twitch, right? You know how they have, like, you know, they got, let's see, browse. We got category, you know, just chatting, Arc Raiders, Minecraft. Why don't they just make a category for sexual assault at this point? Because if you're that good with it, I mean, you might as well just put it on the website, right? I mean, damn. Just SA, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, just SA. I think I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. So that's kind of like the whole thing. And my stance is, by the way, that I got Hollow Knight up. So for those who are just joining in, especially if the Raiders are seeing this, I'm getting the batches ready. So I'm just kind of going through all my batches as we get everything set for delivering by this weekend. But this whole thing, so today is just kind of like an off the cuff. Today is just kind of like an off the cuff situation here, but it's just hilarious, man. It's just, this whole thing with Twitch is hilarious. And now we did see that was it Pika who got was it Pipkin Pippa who brought this up? Who was like surprised? Who was like very happy? Okay, who got countless VTubers banned? Yes. Apparently, the person who got countless Twitch underwent massive layoffs. Okay, Twitch underwent massive layoffs. 14,000 layoffs, in fact, because to make room for AI generation, basically. And one of the people of the 14,000 that got laid off, apparently the person who got countless VTubers banned for no apparent reason was also laid off as well. Okay, let's I just want to react to this real quick. I just want to react to this real quick because it was Pippa. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna let me find Pippa. Let me find Pippa because she's been on a. Pippa has been on a. Let's just say she has been on a victory tour, basically, because with the whole thing with Twitch. She was trending earlier. So Pippa's been like excited about this, because oh my god, because with Twitch people getting fired. Let me find. I don't know. Permaban has this shit up. Power knows exactly what I'm talking about. We might have to if I don't have anything, then firing. Sorry about that. Fire. I'm just gonna look this up real quick. So the 14K layoffs basically, and the guy who banned the VTubers, and I'll just grab some Kurosandra. Yeah. So Pippa has basically been on a victory lap talking about this. So let's bring this up.
Hello, I'm here to give my opinion on something that doesn't actually matter. Twitch exec slams Amazon for cutting 14,000 jobs in AI shift. Robots don't give a fuck. Twitch is facing another brutal round of layoffs as parent company Amazon slashes tens of thousands of corporate jobs amid a major pivot to artificial intelligence. Amazon confirmed plans to cut 14,000 corporate jobs this year, about 4% of its white-collar workforce, as part of a sweeping cost-cutting and restructuring effort. According to Reuters, the number could climb up to 30,000 as layoffs began on October 28th. So that's 2 days ago as of me recording this. The move is part of Amazon CEO Andy Jassy's strategy to trim bureaucracy and lean heavily into AI and automation. Jassy previously said artificial intelligence will play a central role in automating routine work, making some roles obsolete. These latest moves signal that Amazon is likely realizing enough AI-driven productivity gains within corporate teams to support a substantial reduction in force. Sky Canaves, an e-marketer analyst told Techloy, which hit with massive layoffs. Okay, so here's an interesting part about the Twitch layoffs. One of the people that got fired was this guy, a man named Tarfu. He says, "I was laid off at Twitch today. I was at Twitch for 11 years. I started off working in trust and safety, then moved to customer experience. I was the person who built the entire fraud program at Twitch." You'll understand why I'm emphasizing that in a second. One of the reasons I never told people what I did for work, I was the one keeping bad actors off Twitch who steal and abuse revenue on the platform. I guess I did my job too well since they let me go. But do I have some great stories of being there over a decade? Horrible timing since my motorcycle accident was a month ago. I'm getting married in less than a month. This has definitely been a bad year. Okay, well, I'm sorry that you were in a motorcycle accident. I would never wish that upon anybody except for, well, some people. But what you did, you're like, okay, well, I don't like you, but you don't deserve that. Probably. Anyways, well, I don't know. The jury's out on that. But anyways,
Damn!
how starting like a few years ago, VTubers started getting banned for fraud. One example of this actually was Mother V3, banned for engaging in quote-unquote fraudulent activity. She's a pretty sizable streamer, 314 average viewers, 421 peak. Alright, so hard to imagine really engaging in fraud proper. You know, I mean, it's not to say that bigger streamers don't engage in fraudulent activity, but let's read about this a little bit. Let's read about this. Hold on. Oops, I accidentally popped out the tab. Okay, I'm an idiot. Don't worry about that. Let's move this back over here. Okay. Which is indefinitely banned English-speaking VTuber Mother V3, marking the first ban of her career. The news was first shared on by the verified ban tracker account, Streamer Bans. On December 20th, 2024, the VTuber later took to her X account to reveal the reason behind the suspension. The streamer shared a screenshot of the message sent by Twitch, which mentioned fraud as the reason behind the suspension. The message added, "Based on a review of your activity or content, we have issued a global suspension of your account. Due to the severe nature of this violation, or the fact that you have incurred multiple violations, your access to services are indefinitely restricted." So Mother V3 tweets, they said that the violation occurred in purchases, putting in an appeal right now. You know what's funny? Is this probably refers to people buying subscriptions. You know what's also funny? Is, so, FaZe Connect, the company that I work for, okay, we're an established company, right? So this is not abnormal. We had some of our talents verified, by Twitch, and had their revenue enabled early on. And even though the accounts were verified by Twitch, the members of FaZe Connect immediately had their accounts banned right after. You know why? Probably because people are buying subscriptions to these accounts that had not yet streamed, that had been verified by Twitch. And they've been banned for fraudulent activity. And we see this happening to other VTuber agencies as well, such as Sucks VTuber agency, their VTuber, Malfina, also getting banned for fraud before she even got to debut. Huh. Did you think I was done? Because I have more. Here's Aphrodite getting banned. Aphrodite is part of Mythos, another VTuber agency. So what, people? Why are you getting so all out of sorts about this. Why are you reacting so harshly? So what, this guy made a faulty system. Maybe he's like a little bit apologetic or something, that all these innocent people got banned for fraud. All these people potentially losing out on their livelihood. Okay, I had to cut that because I started schizo rambling for too long. But anyways, okay, the point is, look at this guy. I was banned wrongfully in 2022 for fraud because I turned the ad slider to max settings. It was never investigated, and it caused my main partner's channel to be banned for evasion. 3 years have gone by.
Listen. I would hold sympathy for the people who got laid off, but for this particular individual who basically made it so that VTubers basically get treated as second-class citizens on Twitch. Yeah, your firing was warranted. I'm sorry.
Time to put fries in the bag. Look at this. I'll take things that didn't happen for 800 hours.
I can't blame Pippa. I can't blame Pippa because she's basically just dancing on him. She's basically dancing on him after this. And I'm like, no. You screwed up a lot of people. You got a lot of VTubers banned. This is on you.
Roast are all of this user's posts. Wait, what's this other one? Oh, you might have built the worst fraud program for Twitch. I don't think you realize how many streamers got permanently falsely banned because of your terribly made program. Oh, I realized, and not all were innocent. We just can't shame them and show the evidence. Data doesn't lie, but just like anything, there are false positives which we made good. Really? Is that why it took several years for members of FaZe Connect to get unbanned? Even though there was no fraud? You guys in the audience are just gonna have to take my word for this one. But I'm gonna lay my reputation out on the line here. I'm gonna say FaZe Connect has never committed fraud. Hopefully that doesn't age poorly. If we ever have committed fraud, it's outside my knowledge. But I'm going to say with reasonable certainty that because so many VTubers got banned for fraud at around the same time, for around the same types of reasons, that FaZe Connect kinda just got cut. So forgive me for not being particularly sympathetic towards you, Tarfu, but you are fucking assholes.
She ain't holding back, bro. That's crazy, bro. It's just like you see why I don't have much sympathy for Twitch. And when I explained it, I tried to explain it to Julie that why I feel that Twitch is an evil platform, and it's because of the kind of stuff that we bring up. I'm just saying, man. Like, I'm just saying. Twitch is an evil platform, man. Oh my god. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm going to noise in background. Just one of Pippa's coworker was recently people directing an agency was also hit on Twitch. Yeah, this is a whole thing with a Rip Bozo here. Okay, I'm sorry, Rip Bozo on this one. So if you allow me to go off on a tangent here, because I got something else I got something to say about this. So let's let's get to Palpatine Piker himself, because this is abhorrent. This shit is abhorrent.
Hassan gets mad at a Vietnamese refugee and yells at her to go back to where she came from.
By the way, just want to let you guys know, Julie, Julie, our guest last night, is also Vietnamese.
Okay, let's hear it.
Wait a second. Quick note for YouTube. The following clip contains racist language I do not support. Nope, I'm showing it for the purpose of criticism and education, to call it out and explain why it's harmful.
As Vietnamese refugee, we have endured suffering under the communist regime, and we believe that...
one second. I just want to bring this up. Riot Kitty, good morning to you. We were talking about you last night on Makini Live. If you haven't had a chance to watch Makini Live last night, please do so, because our guest, Julie, sounds just like you. We mentioned how she sounds just like you, and that if there was ever a situation we got you and Julie on stream, we couldn't tell the difference just on voice alone. Sorry, I just wanted to bring that up. We were talking about you last night, right, Katie? So, just if you didn't see last night's Makini live, please do so. That was a fun stream to go over, and I want to thank Julie once again for this. Julie once again for willing to have this whole thing set up. So.
Nope, I'm showing it for the purpose of criticism and education, to call it out and explain why it's harmful.
As Vietnamese refugee, we have endured suffering under the communist regime, and we believe that.
Okay, fuck you, dude. I mean, seriously, fuck you, old lady.
Why are you getting offended?
Why are you getting
She's saying
offended?
that communism is. Everybody knows this.
Shut the fuck up, you
It's like you would think that they insulted like his mother or something.
stupid fucking idiotic old lady.
Yes.
You don't know. Riot Kitty. Okay. Riot Kitty. We did a Makini live last night where Julie was our guest. She sounds just like you. We were joking about it. Thank you. Check it out if you have not. I implore you. I will see you the link. Okay, I'll see you the link.
Under the communist regime, and we believe that.
Okay, fuck you, dude. I mean, seriously, fuck you, old lady.
Why are you getting offended? She's saying that communism is. Everybody knows this.
Shut the fuck up, you stupid.
It's like you would think that they insulted like his mother or something.
Stupid fucking idiotic old lady.
Yes.
With your stupid flippin' gamer headset. Who is
Gamer headset.
flippin' you harder? America or flippin' Ho Chi Minh? Suck my dick, old lady. So fuck this refugee, okay? Seriously.
South Vietnamese.
I love it. Oh, that was a crash out. He's totally fine. He's so just as a son is totally fine. You know, being on his side, using you basically as a scapegoat to virtue signal. But the moment you bring up that communism is bad, oh, he goes off. Oh, it's brilliant. Oh, it's brilliant.
Is an ally of the U.S. during the Vietnam War. He hates the U.S., so she's his enemy.
Yo, flippin' this refugee, okay? Seriously, flippin' this South Vietnamese motherfucking whatever, like Christian supremacist psychotic.
Christian supremacist psychotic. What? I had to say this link to Julie. I had to say this link to Riot Kitty. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
Talking about refugee living in America now and able to talk that shit. Why don't you go back and live in South Vietnam in the same conditions? If that's your...
Why would she want to do that? If she doesn't like communism, she should go back to a country? Wait, so if she likes capitalism and she likes the U.S., she should have to go back to... I don't even understand the logic here. It doesn't even make sense.
Be careful, be careful. No, I fucking hate these people, dude. Oh my God.
I love this crash show.
Isn't
I love it.
The biggest
I love it.
supporters of communism are the people that have never lived under it. The biggest supporters...
Every single time. Every single time. Someone needs a shot caller. Someone needs a shot caller. Every single time. He point to where he's wrong. The biggest supporters of communism are usually the ones that that don't live under it. They're usually the ones that get rich off it. I mean, I love this.
Communism are the biggest beneficiaries of capitalism.
And I don't care.
Oh, exactly.
Basic necessity budget for the most part anyway, okay?
Okay. This is brilliant. I think he went off against... He also went off on... I think he also went off on... Oh, he went off on Brett Cooper. I want to share this real quick.
What about your dog, though?
Kaya lives a better life than you ever will have. Okay, she's a better animal than you. She's a much more important for many other people's lives than you. Okay, you are going to die alone because this is the type of shit you get up to on the internet. Yeah. You spend the finite amount of time you have doing this kind of stuff on the internet. You can type ah ha 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 all day every day and act as though you're totally not mad right now.
Guys, Hamas Piker is totally not mad right now. He's totally not mad, okay? He is totally not mad whatsoever.
Oh my, this is... I hate my life, I hate dreaming, I hate socialism, I hate every single person who thinks that ah ha 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 all day every day and act as though you're totally not mad right now. When you die, it is going to be alone. There won't even be a sigh of relief. You understand? Not even a sigh of relief from your family members. That is how irrelevant you are. I mean, I've seen both, for the record. Because I was dead broke and was critiquing
This is brilliant. This is...
to be broke? When was that? And so somebody got community note. Who went and got community noted? Hassan?
He's like a grown athlete, but I didn't have to worry about making ends meet or having to take on a job or anything like that. Father was on the board of a $4 billion company. My uncle is head of the Young Turks. Like, get out of here with this whole, I had to start from the bottom. I grew up poor. You're so full of shit, Hassan. Oh my god. Oh.
Hassan is lying. Oh no. No, bro. They don't have the YouTube videos, do they?
We grew up affluent, as I did, right? Because I was dead broke. We grew up affluent, as I did, right?
I don't know why you would say that, huh? I really don't. Doesn't make sense to me at all. Why is he not? Why? I don't know. Like, yeah.
Why are you fucking lying, man? Why are you lying, bro? Why are you lying, bro? Why are you lying, bro? Kyle lives a better life than you. I'm forced on a fan to get shocked. Exactly. Why are you lying, bro? Why are you lying, bro? Oh, he got Asmat over what was it, JD Vance. JD Vance mentioning him last week, and then of course JD Vance basically set Twitter on fire for his Halloween costume, and they were just like, it was just crazy, man. It's just like, this whole thing is crazy, bro. Like this whole thing is freaking crazy. So I got you know what? I got one more in me. I got one more React video in me, and I'm gonna grab this. We're gonna grab this from WestJet as I'm trying to get the next thing up. Right, so let's do okay, let's do Kappa. All right, let's do Kappa. Okay, so CSF Nation. Let's see, CSF Nation. One second, guys. So I'm getting the batches ready for my channel members. Okay, CSF Nation term IX X peak gaming mascot Kappa. Okay, all right. So next one is Kappa. So let's go ahead and put this in here. Do I have a time lapse of this one? I probably do not. Oh, okay. I probably do not. Okay, I got one more video to me, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Kamal work at McDonald's energy. Right, Kenny says Kamal work at McDonald's. Like, absolutely. Oh, that is diabolical. Okay, that is diabolical. It's just stupid. It's just absolutely stupid. I didn't turn my video. I turned off my music. My apologies. We are unprofessionally professional here. Okay, that's what this show is all about. Unprofessional professionalism. Okay, let's go. Let's go do Buster Rise here. While some back. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize I accidentally turned my music off. Okay, I got one. There's one more video I want to get into. And normally I would use the greatest series. From I would use the greatest series, but I think the BizKiff situation is from 3 days ago. I want to bring this up here, And I think it's a really kind of like it's getting crazier. Like the Mizkif situation has just got crazy. He's like Carlos Mazza for 5. Oh God, don't bring up that. I was about to say let's be queer. No, do not bring that guy up, please. Oh my God. Let's bring this up for Mizkif. I'm gonna bring this up. Day for the unemployed.
The Mizkif files get even worse. Mizkif turned off the comments on his YouTube video and started crying in his offline chat.
I don't have more viewers when I'm doing sponsors.
Okay, so just to kind of catch up to people who have not been who have been out of the loop on the situation. So after the situation where Emmy got SA'd, sexually assaulted, during TwitchCon a couple of weeks, 2 weeks ago, that caused a major media firestorm, and it also came out that she had her relationship, her time living with Mizkif, and how abusive of a boyfriend that he was to her, and it opened up a whole other can of worms. So yeah, Mizkif is basically crashing out at this point, and I think his career is completely over.
You had 7,000 viewers when you were playing the crane game.
I had 15,000 this morning IRLing at the nonprofit.
Okay, I didn't need to hear that.
He gets upset when I succeed.
No, okay.
This your spouse. If that's your spouse, then yes, you should be happy for them that they're succeeding. I don't understand this. I just fail to understand this whole, like, you know, getting all ass mad because your spouse is getting more views on their streams than you are.
No. I used to get upset. Stop the cap.
Stop the cap, bitch.
I'm not kidding you. I used to legitimately get pissed because I'm like, are you serious? I brought this into the world, and now all of a sudden she's growing faster than I was.
This is like your ex-girlfriend. Imagine not being happy for your girlfriend's success. Like, this is very sad and weird. I've been in therapy for almost a year, been working on myself. I want to continue to do so. I'm not going back to the place I once was. I was depressed and taking every type of drug possible short term to fix my brain. And in doing that, I hurt myself more. I was on steroids because I thought it would fix myself. I was taking shrooms every day to fix my brain, but that destroyed me. Never take shrooms.
Graham, good morning.
Like, ever.
Excuse me? Don't talk to me like that, Matthew. Sorry, Maya. No, it's not funny. Every time you do it, it bothers me. It's just me kidding around, Maya. Well, it's not funny to me.
This guy's a psycho. This guy is a psycho. Like,
I don't think it's funny. I don't know why you say it to me all the time. Because it's funny, Maya. It's just me trolling. I don't even realize I say it. Well, start paying attention to what you have to say because it's getting really annoying that you do this all the time.
The fact that we've had this conversation that many times and somehow it's still not serious enough to you is no.
Shut up.
this guy's a psycho. This guy's psycho.
I tried acid and that backfired. In doing that, I know I felt so bad and hurt so many people around me. I lashed out. I was angry out of my mind. I did take steroids. That gave me insane anger issues. This bro was straight up having a therapy session with his offline Twitch chat. Like, brother, seek professional help. He's throwing a full-blown pity party for him. Like, nobody cares you took drugs. You're pushing 40.
Oh my god, Emery was so
Oh, fuck.
Dude, everyone was like so cool.
Emery, bro, I didn't think Emery was gonna tap in with us. That's the thing. Because we were with Cinna and Bonnie, but it's just the thing that Emery, when she popped up, I was like,
You think that phases me at all?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? That, like, none of this, like, I don't understand. Bro, you can't hurt me. There's nothing you can do.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm not talking about
You
anything.
collabed with Cinna, Bonnie, and Emery the other day.
That's great, that's fine. Enjoy yourselves, brothers.
Whoa, bro, you
okay?
Are you good?
Are you good? Yeah, I'm good. I just gotta go to the bathroom. Like, give me that. You good?
This is truly a psycho. Like a psycho serial killer. You know what I mean? Felt it finna be a new word. Felt to be finna be a new word. The internet is gonna abuse. Yeah, it's gonna be.
It's okay.
I know it's okay.
Dude, wait, what's wrong?
Are you in therapy or something? No, this is fine. You said nothing. You said you did a collab. That's cool.
Dude, these people were so confused. They're like, what are you yapping about? We just said Emeru was a cool collab, and Miskiff got, like, visibly pressed.
You used to live with Emeru, and then all of a sudden you wanted to use Emeru to become bigger, and you couldn't, so then she broke up with
and
you.
everyone's been like having way more fun and doing way more cool things.
What even are you spitting?
Dude, everyone used to always be in her room. Now she's like going IRL and having fun and doing a
Wait.
lot of cool stuff now. Thank the Lord.
I'm sorry. He's just has the look and the psycho of he could be a serial killer. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Bro is so defeated, he just had to mutter facts.
We weren't even dating.
Bro. Quit Emeru's not dating someone like you.
By the God, hell no. Fuck God no. Jesus no. Hell no, bro. Don't even say that word.
I thought Miskiff was comfortable around blackmail. That's like past the box has been open, and like Miskiff is finally revealed for the cornball he is.
Because you're like a fucking psychopath.
Oh, I don't need to be psycho.
Miss, when you're normal, even at parties, you stand around like this with a drink, and then you walk up to people and you're like, you know, I wouldn't talk to you if your viewership wasn't as high, you know? Like, that's literally what you do all the time. You bring up viewership even at parties.
Chat, because these people aren't real, dude. I don't take any of you seriously because you're not.
You're a fucking ego asshole.
Because I don't take any of you seriously because you're not actually my friends.
You literally did that. You're so annoying.
What's the point of taking you all seriously? I don't care about any of you. All of you to me are just, you know what you are? You're all just numbers.
Unironically, this would be an actually funny bit if he wasn't a mentally ill, depressed, creepy goblin.
Yeah, this is insane asylum. Like, this is like straight to the insane asylum here. Like, for real. Like, none of you guys don't find this like creepy or just like uncomfortable. I think this social media space, I think this streamer space really messed him up, man. It really, really messed him up.
When he was on steroids, he did fetch 315, so credit where credit is due. People thought he was jokingly being an asshole, but he really is just an asshole. Veil has been lifted. Not even that. People knew he was an asshole. It's just people don't care as they watch to be entertained and for streamers and clout. If you think I'm on steroids, you're a moron. Like, actually a moron. Lighting, pumping genetics. It's actually the stupidest comments I've seen.
Yeah.
Huh? No, I don't sell out the sponsors.
A narcissistic sociopath, agreed.
How do you make the sponsors now? You literally sign a rebel, which means that you search your soul for money and views. Not your views, just money.
Jason got him so good, it looked like he was about to cry. What a genuinely weird dude. With pupils like that, bro has seen the truth from Full Metal Alchemist. This guy gotta stop with the style stuff for sympathy. He's been pulling this for years. Go get help then, man. Stop trauma dumping on internet strangers. Not only is this guy a perpetual victim, he's a narcissist. He makes every situation about himself and tries to come out on top.
2022, while I was in Austin, I envisioned different ways of f***ing myself. Wow. We're gonna pull this, we're gonna ult, and we're gonna use this card. Well, I wonder how people that you treated badly feel themselves. Oh, that's right. We don't care about them because it's about you.
Say what you want about Asmongold, but dude hit the nail on top of that.
Yeah.
Here, bro, cooked them.
You should talk to a lawyer before you tell everybody that you've been on drugs non-stop doing crazy shit. Like, don't you think you should have probably talked to somebody before you said this? Like, damn, you did not need to say this. But it's been said, and that's it. No, I never have any, like, whenever a person goes and they do something that negatively affects another person, then my sympathy for that person goes down to zero. Zilch. Nothing.
The plushies gave him brain damage. Destiny, thank God this kept trending right now. Not as depressed as Kaya. The debunker and his girlfriend began role-playing as Emeru and Miskiff, and it's only been one day.
So. Blue Jays Max win.
Go to your room. Today, I literally told her today, you're 10 at 250. She knows not to try it. Don't worry about that. Sup?
Wait, Miss, did you eat breakfast this morning, Miss?
I ate breakfast? Yeah, I just had breakfast 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. You're looking fat today, man. Alright, Fandy, why are you excited about AFK Journey?
I'm excited for it because I like a lot of the characters are also really cute, like Emily said.
Yes.
It's a good.
Excellent shine today, my lord. Mizkif crashed out on Emeru's stream for no reason.
It's just Jesus Christ. It's just like, what the fuck?
I'm done.
For no reason.
It's like, oh great, my boyfriend's embarrassing me in front of my friends again. Nothing.
Honestly, valid crash out.
For legal reasons, I said joke.
So he crashes out around women? I haven't seen any clips of him acting like this around men. If someone did something so zesty as pouring out a glass of water with me in my house because they were upset, I would never speak to that person again.
Not so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at him.
This is how Israel. Okay. Mizkif after getting hit by plushies. Emeru throwing a bunch of socks like, okay, this is the winner here. Bro even disabled the like and dislike bar. Like, are you serious? Isn't it kind of poetic how somebody who's so obsessed with viewership numbers and like clout is closing down their own like bar? Truly a sad thing in Exo's ex-boyfriend's life. Like, at this point, Baby No Money gotta edit Mizkif out of the video, too. We're always there. He called Dan Clancy the best thing to happen to Twitch in years. Anyway, we got Mizkif's ex-boyfriend and Asmongold's Mike from PA.
Dead, Mizkif. You pussy ass. Subscribe to WestChip. If I am a bald loser who plays anime games designed for teenagers.
Sadly, unfortunately, we ran out of time.
Oh, sorry. That's how it is, man. Like I feel like it just a lot of this. I think like a lot of this like change of direction for me was like. I think it really did stem from the Charlie Kirk incident. I really do, and I think it just that's what kind of set me off and just like wanted me to start talking about this other stuff because a lot of this is starting to cross over. A lot of this is starting to trickle in now. A lot of this is just. Going over the whole thing, like, Sean, good morning. So we covered the Steam, Steam banning another game over not allowing another game on their platform due to a thumbnail, which is absolutely insane. But Nina Lin actually made an apology, a very, very hollow, written apology. A very hollow one. We covered that, we learned that, Hassan is a racist, bar none, because he's totally fine. It's totally fine with the POC until they say they're not supporting communism, and then he just comes off as an actual racist. So, and then I wanted to get into the Mizkif situation. Some of these two, yes, she apologized, and it's such a fake apology, though. It is so hollow, honestly. Like, I read that live. I was like, yeah, I read that earlier. I was like, yeah, this is a hollow apology. I'm sorry. it's just I don't know, man. Extra detail. Just absolutely retarded. Just absolutely stupid this whole time. So yeah, hell froze over. Yeah, hell froze over. Well, because there were more. Because after Disguised Toast came out and made that came out and confessed that he was SA too. Like, yeah. And apparently, yeah, she apologized to Saeed. She apologized to Disguised Toast. It just, her apologies, it also came off as victim blaming. It really did. Crash on the other youth. Nina Lynn apology. Hassan crashing out on an elderly Asian lady and Twitch staff member got fired. Well, you know what? Pippa's taking a victory lap on that one, okay? Pippa's taking a victory lap because, holy crap. Oh, she had no love lost for that dude who got fired. Like, Homeboy was responsible for a lot of VTubers, especially in her group, getting banned for getting like perma banned for like fraud, for accusation of like fraud or something like that. It's like, it's crazy, man. I just think Twitch is a horrible platform. I just think Twitch is a horrible platform, and I think Steam are hypocrites. I think Steam are blatant hypocrites, so just another day. It's another day that ends in Y. In other words, it's another day that ends in Y. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh my god, that is so crazy. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up, guys. I'm gonna wrap this up. You guys have been absolutely amazing. If y'all can, smack that like button, make it jiggle. Smack the subscribe button, make it jiggle, because apparently I lost another subscriber last night. It keeps happening. It keeps happening. I'm not lying when I say that. Anyway, I'm getting the batches ready for all the channel members, and I should have it ready by this weekend. So, if you guys have not joined the channel to get the rewards, thank you to all my channel members, past and present. You guys have been absolutely amazing. And join the channel for as low as $1 a month if you want to get access to exclusive art drops that I do every 2 months. My channel members. Speaking of which, this month is going to be commission month. I will be giving you guys more details later this week on commissions and everything and when I'll be starting. So I'm hoping by this weekend I should be ready to announce that I'm opening for commission. So, but in the meantime, I am going to continue getting these batches ready, and I'm going to continue, and I'm probably going to get started on one of the commissions that I've already been asked, that I've already had confirmed with Mr. Bug on. So I'll probably get started on that today as well. So, but you guys have been amazing. I will see you all later. I'm Makini 90 Art Streamer and Illustrator, and thank you for tuning in to this packed Monday edition of Makini in the Morning. Until then, stay cute, stay sexy, have fun, take care, much love, never apologize for wanting attractive women in your media, especially in video games. Say no to censorship. Pick up the bloody mic. Be kind, be excellent to each other, always speak friend to enter, and above all else, it's time to miskiff. Never stop drawing. Have a great rest of your Monday, guys. I will see you all later. Love y'all. Peace.
Cute, sexy, and fun. And that is definitely the best way to describe our channel members, too. We'd like to thank everyone in the CSF Nation for your incredible support. Join the channel for as low as $1 a month to get access to exclusive art drops that Makini drops every 2 months for his channel members. And all your support goes to helping out the channel and helping Makini put out the best content he can for you all to view and you all to enjoy. He appreciates all of your support, and we also appreciate your support as well. CSF Nation for life. Mwah! Gracias. Thank you for tuning in to Makini in the Morning and getting your morning started up on the right foot with us. If you enjoy this program, please smack that like button and make it jiggle. Share the show out to everyone you know. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone. become a channel member for as low as $1 a month if you want to support Makini further, and if you want to help Makini reach his 4K subscriber goal, hit that subscribe button. You'll definitely will not regret it. I am Mary Salatelli, producer and weather girl for this very program, and we all want to wish you a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there. We will see you all next time here on Makini in the Morning. Mwah! Makini in the Morning is filmed before a live studio audience at Makini Studios in Arcadia Village's South Tower, right in the heart of the city. Would you like free tickets to the next Makini in the Morning live show? Goshi do. All you have to do is visit youtube.com/Makini90 or call 765-9077 toll free. We want to pass up on free tickets. For written transcripts, please send $5 to Lucky Negro Transcripts at P.O. Box 425, Palmetto Valley, CSF Nation. Makini in the Morning is produced by Silver Nine Productions with Makini Draws Productions in association with Innisla Lockhart Television and Makira Banks Entertainment, and is distributed by CSF Nation Domestic Television Distribution.